Hey everyone, and welcome back to the final video for this week for the Learning Katakana series. We'll be learning the next 16 characters in the Katakana. So as you can see, I have a guest here that's going to help with teaching that. She wanted to cuddle with me today. So first, let's review the characters that we've already learned, which are A, I, U, E, O, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, Sa, Shi, Su, Se, So, Ta, Chi, Su, Te, To, Na, Ni, Nu, Ne, No, and Ha, Hi, Fu, He, Ho. Alright, so today we'll be learning the next 16 characters. So again, we'll do the review or comparison of the hiragana versus the katakana. So first, our next set that we're going to learn are the ma characters, or the m characters. So we have ma, mi, mu, me, and mo. So here they are in hiragana: ma, mi, mu, me, and mo. So now we'll see how they compare in terms of katakana. So here is ma in hiragana. Here is ma in katakana. So again, not very similar in appearance. So a line across, and then down, and then a dash that meets. Across, down, intersect. One last time. Across, down, intersect. Next is mi. So again, comparing from hiragana to katakana. And so very much not alike. So mi is basically just 3 lines stacked on top of each other. 2 are shorter and the bottom one is longer, so like so. 2 small lines, and then a longer line at the bottom. Two small lines, and a line across the bottom. There we go, and that is mi. Next is the comparison between mu. So mu is actually kind of similar to ma in terms of just kind of the shape, so I'll do a comparison between the two of them. So mu, you kind of start from the center, go down, come back up, and do a line that intersects. Down, across, intersect. One last time. Down, across, intersect. So I'm going to show you that comparison between ma and mu. So we have ma, and mu. Ma goes this way, mu goes that way. So it could get mixed up just because they are both angled shapes with the line going across. Next one we're going to learn is me. So here it is in hiragana. Here it is in katakana. So me could be confused with no, because again, similar in shape, and I'll show you that once we've learned how to write me. So an angle starting at the right, coming down towards the left, and then a line going through. So kind of almost an X shape. Line going down, and through. Down and through. So again, showing the difference between me and no. So again, could be very easy to mix up if you aren't careful about that little line that goes across. Next we'll be learning mo, which is in hiragana looks like this, and in katakana looks like this. So basically they're very similar in appearance, it's just again about angles. So we have across, and then we have down with a little flick at the bottom. Short line, long line, line going through, curve to the right. Short line, long line, down to the right. Short line, long line, down to the right. And that is mo. Next that we're going to learn are the three Y characters. So ya, you, and yo. So a reminder of those. Ya, you, and yo. So, ya is actually similar. We have the hiragana ya going down, and then another line like so. Here is the katakana ya. The same without the small line, and a little more angular. So again, you're going to go across, small tick back towards, and a line going through. Across, and then through. Last time. Across, and then through. And that is ya. Next is you. And here's the difference between those two. So again, not very similar, but you could be mixed up with ko, and I'll show you how that would be the case. So first, we're going to go and do a line across, come down, and then another line that goes across but longer. Left to right, down, across. Left to right, down, across. So here is how you and ko could be similar. You, ko. You, and ko. Here's you. Here's ko. So the only difference is that the bottom line goes further across. So you do have to be careful of that. And the same can actually apply to yo as well. So here is yo in comparison to hiragana and katakana. So it almost looks like a backwards E. So we start with the line across, and then down, another line in the middle, and then another line at the bottom. So it very much looks like a backwards capital E. Last time. Like so. So this is what I mean by how they could be easy to mix up between ko, you, and yo. So ko, you, yo, ko, you, yo. So they all have that box shape. The only thing that's different between ko and yo is that line in the middle. And the same with ko and you is just that this line at the bottom is longer. So they are very similar in terms of shape, so we have to make sure to be careful not to get those ones mixed up. Our next characters that we're going to learn are the R characters. So we have Ra, ri, ru, re, and ro. So in hiragana, ra, ri, ru, re, ro. Like so. Again, we'll do that side-by-side comparison. So we have ra, and here it is in katakana. So ra could actually be very similar to nu and fu. So again, I'll do the comparison between the three of those afterwards. So here is ra, line across, another line underneath, and then come down. Line across, then down. Short line, long line, down. So here is how they compare between ra, nu, and fu. So ra, nu, and fu. Ra, nu, and fu. So you all notice that they have the same kind of almost a 7 shape in there. So you do have to be careful not to get those mixed up. Okay. Next is ri. So ri in hiragana, ri in katakana. So very similar in appearance. It's basically the difference between having a little tick at the bottom of the short line and not having one. So we're going to go down and then down. Okay. Down and down. One last time. Down and down. Okay, next one that we're going to be doing is ru. And here it is in hiragana, and then in katakana. So again, not very similar in appearance. But it does look similar to ri. So I'll show you kind of the comparison of ri. And then also you'll see that there's a bit of similarity with re. So first we start down, a little dash to the left, down, and then we check up to the right. So again, like so. Like so. So again, ri and ru could be very similar and they both have those lines going down. It's all about direction though. Okay, next one that we're going to learn is re. So remember that re in hiragana looks like this. Here's what it looks like in katakana. So also a pretty easy one to remember, because there isn't a lot of movements or actions required. It's basically one movement. Down and out. Down and out. Last time. Down and out. Like so. Okay, so I'm going to give you kind of a comparison between all those, ri and ru. Or not ri. A side-by-side comparison of ri, ru, and re. So ri, ru, and re. You'll see how they kind of are similar to one another. Ri, ru, re. Okay, and the last one of the R's is ro. So here's what it looks like in hiragana. Here's what it looks like in katakana. It's basically like a box. So we're going to go down, across, and across. Like an angular box. Last time. Like so. Okay, and then we're going to finish off with just 3 more characters. So the first one is going to be wa. So if you remember in hiragana, It was like so. Here's what it looks like in Katakana. And it looks very similar to u, nu, fu, and da. So again, we will, I'll show you kind of the comparison between all of them and how they're similar in shape. So here is wa on its own. Small line going down, then across, and swoosh. Down, across, swoosh. Down, across, swoosh. Okay, and now I'm going to show you kind of a comparison between all of the different ones that have similar kind of almost like a number 7 shape. So we have u, nu, fu, da. Next one I'm going to show you is o or wo, so it's kind of pronounced like this. And remember in hiragana it looked like this. In katakana it looks like this. So again, you can see how a lot of these characters are very similar in appearance. So 1 across, 2 across, 3 connects. Two lines across, and then a line going down to connect them. Line across, line going down. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the connection or the similarity between all of those and how they look very much alike. Okay, so we have u, nu, fu, da, wa, and o. So here's u, nu, fu, da, wa, and o. So you can see they all have that kind of a curved shape. So here, katakana is a little more difficult of an alphabet just because they have quite a few characters that are very similar in appearance. And the last character that we're going to learn today is n. So remember that it can be either written like an N or an M. And in hiragana, it was shaped like this. In katakana, it's similar to so. And it's written like this. Again, we'll write that and then I'll do a comparison between so, no, and n, and you can see how they're similar in appearance as well. So, side little dash, start from the bottom, work your way up, and that is n. Down and across. So this is a lot about angles and strokes. So I'll show you why they look so similar to one another. So we're going to start with, well, so, then no, and then n. So we had small tick like this, and then we went from the top to the bottom and flicked out. No was just by itself, from top to bottom flicking out, and n is a little more angled and starts from the bottom and flicks up. So you can see how they're very similar in terms of appearance here. It's all about angles and which stroke you start with. Do you start from the top and work your way down, or do you start from the bottom and work your way up? Hold on 1 second. Alright, so that's pretty much all the characters that we're learning for today. So let's do a review of the 16 characters that we learned so far. we had ma, mi, mu, me, mo, ya, you, yo, la, li, lu, le, lo, wa, o, and n. So that concludes the 16 characters that we'll be learning today. And then next week we'll be learning the last half of the Katakana alphabet. So I hope you look forward to that. Have yourself a great weekend. Bye.